Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for October 13th to the 25th. First, before we get to the forecast, we're going to talk about Michael. This is a visible GOES 16 image. And what's very remarkable as a system, you can still see an eye even though it's well inland. So it's going to take a while for these winds to spin down. It hits 150 mile an hour winds, and it hit as a Cat 5, I think. I'm not exactly sure. And I think this is the strongest storm for the Panhandle since the 1850s. I have to check on that, but that's what I have. This is a circulation. You can still see it's a well-formed circulation. Here is the rainfall accumulations that we're expecting. Some pockets of orange, approaching 10 inches, maybe even more in some areas. And we're going to take a look at the models. This is, which model do I have here? Okay, this is the GFS version 3 of F3. And this is for today. You can see that here we have orange and reds. And then as we go through the period, you start seeing some of these grays again, approaching 10 inches. This verifies with the outlook. And we go forward in time. You can see the heavy rain starts to spread northeastward. And we're at Thursday. And we're into Friday. And you can see now we even see the heavy rain here across parts of Virginia. So that's what the storm is forecasting. Here is the current position. Let me see if I can zoom into it. I think it's here. This was at 2 p.m. So I think it's about in this location. And we're going to take a look at the other maps. Okay, this is the surface reflection of the storm and accumulated precipitation pressures. And you can see it starts making a northeastward turn towards the Carolina. This is the GFS. We'll look at the European. I think the European is heavier with the rainfall. And we go into Friday. And which model is this? This is the European This was the European deterministics. Okay, I had them up twice. Sorry about that. Okay, what else do I want to show? Okay, that's all I want to show you for that. We're expecting heavy rainfall. Now we can get to the forecast. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for October 13th to 17th. Here at the 13th, we're still expecting a stable flow. We have a ridge here across on western North American coast. And we have a broad trough covering much of the nation. So I have a little bit of a ridge out here in the western Atlantic. And the remnants of Sergio are forecast to interact with the southward moving polar front across the central U.S., leading to a potentially heavy rain portions for the southern plains. Now the models, has been some spread in the models, but the best I could tell that the heaviest rain is expected from North Texas, southwest Oklahoma, and to northwest Arkansas and extreme southern Missouri. Some of this moisture may spread northeastward along the front into the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes and the Northeast by next week. The trough is forecast to amplify across the northern central U.S. early next week. And then we're going to have a fast-moving Clipper system expected to move across the northern tier, bringing reinforcing round of chilly air. The northern central plains will see one or more periods of mostly snow, while parts of the southwest and southern plains will see mostly rain due to a persistent upper low near the southwest and a southwesterly flow. October 16th to the 20th, here we're at the 17th, the flow remains amplified. We still have our ridge here, a broad trough here covering much of the nation, and we have a ridge here covering the western Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. So the models are good agreement. So for this forecast period, forecasting above normal temperatures for the west coast and for the southeast, and forecasting anomalies of 2 to 6 degrees above normal, and then we have below normal temperatures for a vast area of the nation. This is showing, this is European ensembles, and this is showing temperatures as high as 12 degrees above normal. I still think that's high, so for now, I'll say 6 degrees or more above normal. And then for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for this region. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%, and then we have above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 45%. Now for the period for October 21st to the 25th. Here's 25th. We still have the pattern somewhat amplified, almost a zonal flow here in the east, but we still have our ridge here over across the western North American coast, and our trough here is over Canada, eastern Canada, into the northeast, the Great Lakes, and here's our ridge that's across the Gulf of Mexico and the western Atlantic. So, due to that westerly flow, and a little bit as the trough might be starting to lift out, for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the west, forecasting anomalies of 4 degrees or more. This might be low, above normal. And then we still have below normal temperatures for the east central states, and I'm forecasting anomalies of about 4 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, probability of occurrence 35 to 45%, and then we have above normal precipitation forecast for this region, probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. That's the long range weather forecast discussion for October 13th to the 25th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.